Alright, it's been a while since we've done anything photo related on the channel, but the folks over at Skylum asked if I wanted to check out Aperty. It's their latest portrait editing software, and since I actually used to work as a professional retoucher, I thought it would be interesting to see what this AI retouching software can do, and if it could potentially replace a traditional retouching workflow in Photoshop. So let's get into it. So the first thing you'll see when you open Aperty are your projects. So for each new photo shoot, you can create a new project and keep things nice and organized. When you open a project, you'll see all the photos of that project in the film strip down here. And by the way, I'm not a portrait photographer myself, so these photos you're going to see in the video have actually been provided by a few of my very talented friend photographers. On the right is where you'll find all the editing tools Aperty has to offer. So from top to bottom, we've got presets. This is where you're going to find your saved presets as well as a few that Aperty comes with. Masking is where you can have Aperty automatically mask the person, the background, or the sky in the photo. Here you'll find all your cropping and other transform tools. Next is Essentials. Here you'll find your typical editing tools like exposure, contrast, white balance settings, curves, color adjustments, sharpening, noise reduction, and all that good stuff that you're probably familiar with from other editing software. Then we've got all the retouching tools, and this is the stuff that makes Aperty unique and what we're going to look at in a second. There's also a reshape tool, and this is where you can change the shape of the face, the eyes, the nose, and kind of like things you would do with the liquify tool in Photoshop. Next, we get even more creative tools. Here you can relight your photo, change the bokeh of a photo, apply LUTs, film grain, and all that. And lastly, our metadata information and an undo and redo button. So right away you can tell that this is not just a retouching software. You can actually do your entire editing process starting from your raw image, your exposure and contrast editing, your color grading, all the way to your finished retouched photo. So the idea is that you don't need to first edit in Lightroom or Capture One, for example, then export those images, import them into Photoshop for retouching, and then export the final file again. Instead, you can just do the entire process in one software. All right, now starting with this photo, I'm going to zoom into 100%, and just like anyone, she's got a couple of blemishes, but also some natural beauty marks which you typically don't want to remove. So I would normally retouch all of these blemishes manually, which is very time consuming, especially if you want to get good results. And in Aperty, you can use the blemish removal tool, and when I move that slider up, you can see that it automatically removes all these blemishes. But at the same time, it's still retaining all the natural skin texture. So you're not getting this plasticky fake look, but a very natural looking retouch. It also didn't remove the beauty marks. It did make it a little bit less dark though, so it would be nice if they could add some sort of masking feature for things like that. But let's say you do want to remove that or anything else in the photo that you find disturbing. There is also an erase and clone tool right here, and then you can simply paint over things like that. Now, if you do want an even smoother skin, there's also a skin smoothing slider. And if you increase that all the way, you can see the skin gets a lot smoother. And if we decrease the detail slider, it's going to remove even more texture from the skin. Now, I personally wouldn't go too extreme with this. I think it's important that the person still looks human. And just to show you, this also works really well on male skin. I think this is also a really good example of how well Aperty removes blemishes, but still retains texture and details, like for example, the stubbles on his face. So a before and after, and doing something like this in Photoshop would have probably taken me a half an hour or so. All right, now let's have a look at this photo right here. I'll do some blemish removal and a little bit of skin smoothing. And if you look here, there's also a dark circles removal option, which is really nice because this is another thing you would have to deal with quite often when retouching. So before and after. Next we have face brighten, which I don't really want to do in this photo, but shine removal is something that could work for this photo. There's a bit of shine on the nose here, and that does a pretty good job. And before we have a look at these eye and makeup features here, let's have a look at the body skin tool. This basically smoothens anything but the face. So for example, her hand here, let's increase the slider all the way and have a look at the before and after. Yep, that's pretty much what I would have done in Photoshop as well. All right, now let's have a look at some of the eye and makeup features in Aperty. I've already done a bit of blemish removal and smoothing on this photo. You can see it didn't need a lot, but Aperty still did a really good job cleaning it up. And if I go down to the eyes tool here, I can increase the iris flare, and you can see how that makes the eyes pop a little bit more. You can also remove some of the redness people might have in their eyes and enhance the white in the eyes as well. And the eye enhancement slider just increases the clarity of the eyes even more. Again, you want to be subtle with these things, otherwise it's just going to look unnatural. And it also doesn't necessarily work on every photo. If we just go back to the previous photo here and I increase the iris flare and the eye enhancement, you can tell it's not really doing a lot here, and it's also affecting the hair in front of her eyes a little bit as well. But in photos like this one, it actually did a really good job. And what's kind of crazy but also weird is that you can change the color of the iris. There's a few presets here and it actually does a really good job, but I don't think this is something that I would personally ever use. Now moving on to the makeup slider, here you can add or enhance makeup. So for example, add more blush to the cheeks. And the contour slider is going to darken the shadows. And the highlight slider is going to increase the brighter areas. Again, these are things that I would normally do in Photoshop with something like dodging and burning, and just having a simple slider to do this is pretty amazing, especially because the results actually look good. I've tried a few other retouching softwares and they're usually not that good. Now you also have eyeliner here, which doesn't do much for this photo, but eyebrows enhancement is also interesting and works really well, as you can see right here. I do kind of wish that each of these segments would have their own on and off switch to see what they're doing. Anyway, lips, you can increase the saturation, change the tone, and darken the lips. All right, so let's have a look at the final before and after. Now, one thing you might be wondering is, does this do batch editing? Can you load a bunch of images into it and let Aperty retouch them for you? Unfortunately, it doesn't do that, but one thing you can do is copy and paste edits. So for example, I have a second photo from the same model on the same photo shoot, and I can just copy my edits from that first photo, then go to the second photo, and then go to paste. And now I just copied all my edits onto this one, which does really help if you are editing a lot of similar photos from the same shoot. All right, one last interesting feature I want to show you in Aperty is this relight tool. So you can add a light source onto your photo, and if I just increase the amount and the depth a bit, and then move this point around on the photo, you can see what it's doing. So it's basically creating a sort of depth map on the photo, and you can literally relight your photo. And there's also a slider here called Portrait Bokeh, and it's not going to do this much on this photo, but you can basically control how much out of focus your background is. And down here you can add things like a LUT, film grain, or a vignette to your photo, or this high key feature allows you to play around with the lighting even more. All right, so that's Aperty in a nutshell, and I have to say I am pretty impressed by this software. Like I said, I've tried a few other retouching softwares and plugins, and none of them have been as good as this one. So I think this can be a real improvement for a lot of people's workflow, but that being said, there is no one fix for all solution, at least not yet. So there are going to be cases where you might still need a more manual approach in Photoshop. And one thing I would love to see Skylum include into Aperty would be tethered shooting. I think this is something a lot of studio photographers would really want from a software like this, and it would just make the whole package a lot more complete. Anyway, if you want to try out Aperty for yourself and see if it's something that could fit your workflow, make sure to check out the link in the video description. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!